G'day everybody, Joe here again. A couple of days ago, one of our StoryWeaver fans, Torben, asked me some questions on Facebook about how to use PNG files or bitmap files in your Campaign Cartographer maps. Now, there's a couple of ways of doing this. The easiest way, and the way which I like to, is to bring in the PNG files as symbol sets. Now, to demonstrate this, I've just created a quick test environment, and what you can see is this is a Cosmographer template. It's actually from the annual. There's a bunch of standard planets which come with the annual. They're all pretty nice. But when I was creating the maps for HiSpace recently, I really wanted to have a very unique feel. I didn't want my maps to look like everybody else's, and so I created a very large library of quite unique planets, which you can see here. Now, these are all PNG files, and what I've done is I've actually taken all of these PNG files and I've placed them inside the Pro Fantasy Campaign Cartographer program file area. I've gone down into symbols. I've actually gone down into Cosmographer, and I've created a folder called HiSpace Systems and a subfolder of that which houses my PNG files. So basically these are just PNG files, about 191 of them, all sitting there on my disk waiting to use. Now the question is, as Torben put it, was how do I get these into my map? The way that you do it is quite simple. You go up to symbols, you click on the symbols here, and then if you look down here you'll see import PNGs. Click that. Campaign Cartographer really only works with PNG files. If you've got JPEGs, you'll need to convert them. I'd strongly recommend it. The reason for that is, of course, PNG files support transparency and variable layer alpha channels. Really, really important. So the first thing that'll do is bring up this wonderful dialog box, one of my favorites, and it'll ask us for the source folder. So I'm going to browse. So I've installed the Pro Fantasy folder onto my D drive here, and you can see it there. The reason I installed it on my D drive on this particular machine is I'm using a flash drive to get some real kick and grunt out of my machine. You can really install Campaign Cartographer Pro Fantasy's files anywhere you want. In this case it's on the D drive. Look for it on your computer. And then I've put it in the Campaign Cartographer folder, and I have placed it into symbols, Cosmographer, because these are space maps, HiSpace space symbols, and there you go. Now, just select any one of the PNG files in that folder and click on OK. It's actually capturing the folder, not the individual file. So when you bring PNGs into Campaign Cartographer, you're bringing the entire folder. So make sure that you sort your PNG files very carefully before you bring them in. You've got a couple of options about how these will link to Campaign Cartographer. I normally always put my symbols inside the symbol folder, and that way you can use a relative path. So the crunch means wherever my Campaign Cartographer is installed, look in the symbols folder, look in the Cosmographer, and so forth. You can see how that matches. The reason why you do it that way is if you ever need to move your maps and your symbol sets between different machines, you've still got a relative path to work with. You can tick this box here to create the PNG files at multiple resolutions. I'm not suggesting you do that for this in this instance. All I'm interested in is just bringing in the images. And the other thing is that you want to check is how the symbol origin is located. Because these are all planets and so forth, I want it smack bang in the middle. That's pretty much it. You can also specify what layer they will drop down on when they're placed. We'll just leave it as simple definitions. So if I just click on OK, what will happen now is it will process that folder. It'll bring in the 191 PNG images. I'll click on OK. Now, you may look down here and go, hey, where are my images? I can't do anything with them. They are actually they load in as symbols inside your map. So if you click here, you can now actually see all of the symbols that are on your map. And now you can see all the 191 odd new planets. So let's whack one. Now you can see I've clicked it and it's pretty small. I'll just right click on it. I might make it 3 times bigger, maybe a little bit bigger still. There you go. And you can just start dropping on your symbols as you see fit. All of my lovely planets are here. Here's a couple of nice Earth-like planets, and so forth. And that's it. That's really just all you need to do. So again, just to quickly recap, you click on symbols, and then you go import PNGs. You select the folder where the PNGs are stored, and then you click on OK, and you're done. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.